Hello again, YouTube. This is Notorious Bunny, and I'm doing a quick water change. So, you need your bucket, and you need your water, and you need your sucker thingy. It's called a vacuum. So again, if this isn't something, fish related, if this isn't something you guys actually enjoy, then bugger off. Just kidding. But you may want to leave because this is just fish related stuff. Nothing to do with motorcycles. There's a algae growing in here, so I am probably gonna wipe off more of the plants than like I normally would because it looks gross. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and get the worst of the algae off of the plants that are in here because it just looks like hair and grossness.
Who wants test me? Come.
I've gotten most, if not all, the algae off. Put my plants back. You gotta move, buddy. And then I'm gonna suck out some of the water. Actually, I'm gonna turn my filter off first. The vacuum hose, you suck on one. It's like siphoning gas out of a car. If you've ever done that before, I hope it's just to put into another one of your own cars, from one car that you own to another, not from a stranger's car to your car, because that's illegal. So, you suck on this end to get the water going this end, and then gravity pulls the water down. So again, you have to be aware of where your fish are, because obviously you don't want to suck him up. So, but with this, you always see the guy, whoever's siphoning gas, get it into his mouth. That's stupid, because once I see that the water has gone up and about here, I take my mouth off the end of this. So look. And look, nothing got in my mouth. It's not hard. So, and then you just kind of grab all the shit that's on the bottom. Any of the bigger chunks of stuff that the filter didn't take. Be aware of where your fish is. And I'm just mostly sucking up the hunks of poop that the filter hasn't taken up. And pieces of algae that hasn't gone in the thing. So because this is a smaller tank, I'm going to do a little extra water. Not a whole lot of extra, but... And then to stop the siphon, you don't want to pull up from down here, because it's obviously just going to take water. You want to just pull out from there. It's all pretty common sense stuff that you see a lot of people fuck up. Owning fish is really easy, you just have to do it. So that's my dirty water. So I'm going to grab my filter. And clean out, like I was talking about earlier, clean out, this is the filter media. You clean this out, you just squish it around in here to get all the big particles off it. If you do this in your sink water, the chlorine in the tap water will destroy the healthy bacteria that's grown on this. I want to keep that. I don't want the bacteria to, get killed. So I'm just squishing out the gross, caked up nastiness so that it has better flow through the filter. Ugh, got my own hair in there. Because this stuff eventually does get clogged up and needs to get... See, I mean, like all this green, all that, that's all algae from inside the tank. So I'm just smushing it out. And that's this way, like, you almost never have to replace your media. You know, you see those little cartridges that you can buy. It's just a waste of money, to be honest. Because they say you're supposed to throw it out every month. Fuck it. I'm not gonna do that, because it's just a waste. You can keep the fluffy stuff for years until it starts to actually disintegrate. So, there. All I did was rinse. I didn't actually do anything hardcore here. So I just put the stuff back, shove all this back in here. So this is how you keep your stuff cycled. It's called cycling your tank when you grow bacteria into your tank. This particular filter I would not recommend. I actually don't like it, but I like it enough to not just up and replace it. So that's how you clean out your filter in the old water. So now I'm going to put it back in here. Alright, so that's all hooked up again. So now I'm going to add my new water, which again, every time you do a water change you should add slime coat. And if you have plants, the Flora Pride, I guess it's called. The Flora Food, plant food. It's just got, what's it called? Essential iron and potassium for the plants. Oh, and this particular slime coat also gets rid of ammonia, nitrite, and nitrates. So ammonia, obviously we urinate that out, so that's what the fish excretes. And then nitrite, once ammonia is broken down into nitrite, and then nitrite is further broken down into nitrate. Nitrates are the least toxic form, but this also helps detoxify the nitrates. So you do a little bit less water changes, but I still like to do them anyway, because it's just healthy. And another thing, actually, where'd it go? Salt. Not a lot, obviously, but just a little. I actually never put any in here. It just helps prevent fungus. It helps with gill function for the fish. Don't you go up to it and eat it now, stupid. He's gonna go try and eat it. So, typically you would want to actually, dissolve it in the water first, but I'm stupid, so. Alright, so now I'm gonna go turn my filter back on. Hopefully it'll work, because this one's kind of stupid. And it works. Now every time you clean out your filter, a lot of air is going to be in the filter and have to get blown out over time. So your filter is going to be a little noisy until it works out those bubbles. I mean, this filter in general, this particular filter is noisy as fuck anyways. It's just how it is, because it's stupid. I hate it. Yeah, it's going to be noisy until it works out the bubbles, which you can sit there and shake your filter for hours until eventually the bubbles are out. But I don't really care. I'm just going to leave it, and eventually they'll all come out. It's good to have a rag or a towel specifically for water changes. And I'm going to go dump this shit. And that's it. So that's really it. That was a water change. That's how you clean your tank. Immediately after the water change, things might not look so awesome in there because there's going to be a lot of particles floating around. But eventually, once the filter gets all that, it's going to look a lot nicer. I didn't do a particularly good job, getting all the algae off, but it's clean again. So that was my very non-informative video on my fish stuffs. So yeah. I'm sorry, I just have a headache. This was probably the worst day to do a vlog because I'm not feeling so hot. But look at them, now they're spreading out. If you guys want like actual tutorials, like this wasn't me really giving a whole lot of information. So if you guys want like more information, let me know. So I guess like winter will be my fish stuff and the rest will be motorcycle stuff.